of greatness, though.
That's why I didn't say it was a glimpse of greatness. I said it was pretty good.
Yeah,
okay.
It was good. But yeah, we need to see Avant kind of kicking into another gear and going on to the attack of Temple of Anubis. This didn't really work out too nicely for Pixie last week when they played against Darksided on this map, which they ended up being full held on. So might be expecting something similar here for Darksided, but Avant Gaming, they've got Legabrill on that Reinhardt. He's been trapped up.
Look at all
That's
that damage. So much damage.
Yuki's up to 85%.
Riptide's
up.
Let's go. Riptide throws it out straight away. Where's
No
the
way.
kill? See ya later. Yuki essentially one-handedly, single-handedly, whatever, destroying Avant in that room.
Oh, jeez, Manise. And now he's literally spawn camping them with Junkrat.
He's a bit BM, Yuki.
Well, he's already up to 22% of his next Riptide.
Just because it's your birthday, mate.
He's got no fear at all.
Really his birthday?
Absolutely no fear. Well, that's what everyone's saying.
Maybe it's a joke.
No,
maybe this is his birthday. Either way, he's playing fantastically well.
Birthday.
What we're going to do is we're going to go through the same room.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work out too nicely. Again, he's up to 90%. Yuki, what on earth? Avana just walking into him, and he is manhandling them. This will be another Riptide up in a second if he can actually get one of those grenades in through the window.
Look, at least Avant might make it onto the point this time, to be fair. And the Riptide does not guarantee success, let's be real. So the talking point right now is that Avant has made it essentially onto the point unscathed the second time around. Riptide ready for Yuki. Fire in the hole indeed. Over the top we go. We're going to follow it out. Going to find Winter, but, you know, that's a half-decent pick, to be perfectly honest.
That's a very good pick. Just any single pick that you can get out of a Riptide is a pick that you've managed to get. And a 5 versus 6, definitely favouring Darksided here. You can see the ease at which they are dispatching of Avant. Keeping an eye on that Yuki Riptide again. 30% already charged up from this fight. Might get 1 or 2 more in, especially considering the sound barrier has been thrown out there by Avant. Now they've got the first tick. They're actually seeming to find a way to make this one work. Turmo gets the kill onto Winter, and the trap on Addy, that's big news, because it allows Molotov to get the kill. I think Darksided is still going to be able to hang on to this one. Yuki's up to 91% again, Ben.
Oh, man. Ready for his third Riptide. Big plays, big plays.
Every single time. Every single fight. They're going to be running into a Riptide. Maybe 2.
And he gets so far out, he just throws out the damage. It builds up his Riptide so very quickly. It's incredible. Playing so well, Jordan. Any team right now would love to have Yuki there. Riptide ready to go. Combination with Supercharger here. Straight back into the room. Here we go. Finds Legabrill. See you later. Finally, Yuki goes down to Winter. And as you said, Resurrection definitely up in the cards here. Candace going to come through with that one.
Oh, God, you cannot be feeling good if you're Avant Gaming right now, even despite the fact that they've gotten a tick. Winter pops the ultimate out, but there's a Transcendence in response, and he goes down straight away to Punk. Good focus as well from, well, pretty much all of Darksided.
Look, Jordan, the only thing to take away from this for Avant is finally they might have a fight after this one where Yuki does not have a Riptide.
Yeah, well, don't count your chickens before they hatch, Ben. It's up to 36%.
I just like my chickens in nuggets.
They walk through that room again. There's a trap. Not sure who's stuck in that one. Oh, 63%.
Getting ever closer, Elfishguy. Turmo's already found one. Yuki finds Numu. And one would expect right now that Yuki's going to be very close to that Riptide as well. There's going to be a final fight, 30 seconds on the clock, but is it really going to be a fight at all?
Nope, there's a Riptide.
They need some, Avant needs some epic ultimate coming out from Addy here with the Graviton Surge into a hole-in-one with Crimson Wolf and the self-destruct. Yeah. That's a high ground where they get it over the top behind the barrier. That's it. That's what we're looking for.
Let's see what Yuki's going to do. Another Riptide out. This time he's not even hiding behind the shield. He literally does not care at all what is going on, and he finds a kill onto Winter. Molotov gets Crimson Wolf as well, and this might as well already be over, Ben, because Avant Gaming have gotten absolutely nothing done here. Turmo and Yuki have really just ripped them to pieces.
Yuki. What can you say, Jordan? Ugh. Turmo not half bad either, let's be real. Look, they're on the point, they're doing what they can, but they're going to get, what, 63.6% right now, and I suspect that will be that. Not much required here from Darksided to close this out 3-0, looking for the 4-0.
I would love to know the damage numbers. You know, if we had stats, that would be really cool to see.
Over 9,000. That's the answer.
Probably not 9,000.
Over 9,000.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, well, he played really well.
9,000 in a 4-minute round?
Over 9,000.
Not sure about that, but 63.6% is what Darksided need to get. I mean, to be fair to Avant, they've gotten a tick and a half, or almost 2 ticks. But realistically, not enough to write home to mum about.
No.
Except maybe they'll write home to mum about being bullied by Yuki.
Dear mum, today I shaved my beard.
That's what Racket's going to be writing. The end.
The end. What do you even do as Avant? It's tough, man. If Avant had faced off against Darksided last week, I don't want to say that I think Avant would have won, but definitely would have been closer than this. I would like to think. And for me, the other thing, the two things that I'm taking away right here is that obviously we put Kanga and we put Avant on the same pedestal. Like these two teams, they're pretty good. They're both of probably equal skill. We can't wait to see them go head-to-head. They went head-to-head. Avant got destroyed. Kanga came out on top. This week, it was like, well, maybe Avant had a bad week. Let's put them up against the top team in their group. And as you can see, looking for another 4-0 right now. So definitely less than ideal. I don't know. We talked them up. We said it was, for me, it was Jam and Legacy last season were the two teams we looked forward to in this season. Jam, of course, now Avant. I'm sure they'd love to make it through to Rod Laver, but in this case, I'm not even sure they're going to make it through the playoffs.
Yeah, it's definitely looking worrisome for Avant. It's not the make or break necessarily for their playoffs run, but if they don't get a win here, which, I mean, now they really probably can't, it's almost really going to put a dent in it.
Yuki, straight down the side there with the Genji.
That's what you want. Get the flank on. And then we're going to see Darksided jump in as soon as Yuki is ready.
That's not how you
He's done a color hex.
Barely even needed. Look how different these two teams attack and defend, Jordan.
Am I watching Drop Bears versus Tainted Minds again? Because that's literally the exact same thing that we saw in that match. And that's Darksided closing out the map. So they're going to be up 3-0, Ben.
That's the Darksided from the end of Season 1 up against the Jam Gaming from Season 1. That's the result I expect here, Elfishguy. And that's the result we are getting right now. With Yuki on point, but let's be real, it's so easy. Okay, it's not so easy. It is considerably easier for your DPS players to show off to get those great kills when the rest of the team supports them so well.
That's right, yeah. And realistically, Yuki was not under any pressure there.
Yep.
You saw how he was even throwing those riptires out was so nonchalant. Like, he would literally stand anywhere. He was standing on the bridge at one point, wasn't even behind the Orisa shield.
Like texting while you cross the road because you know there's going to be someone there to look after you.
Exactly. He just didn't care. He was like, no one's going to pick me because my team's going to be here. And then if I get picked, well, I'm going to get a kill with the Riptire anyway. And then whoever gets the kill on me is probably going to get traded out. And even if I do get picked, oh, my Candace is going to be there with the res. Yeah. So it's like...
Oh, legit, man. Half of these plays are going to be Yuki. For me right now, can we just take all of these plays from Yuki and make it our macro play of the game? Because to be honest, these are the best. It's all the same. They're all really quick, but they're all, when you combine them together, Yuki after Yuki,
like it doesn't look that amazing, right? Because it's like, oh, okay, I got one kill with a Riptire, woohoo. But when you have one kill from a Riptire every single fight, and Avant's playing 5 versus 6 for the entire match.
Boom. But again, there's no one here to stop him, right? He's just free to go through and get the kills. Again, when you don't have anyone there putting pressure on you, it is considerably easier to look good as that DPS player.
Mean, I guarantee you, though, Ben, if it was you or I in that position, it wouldn't have looked nearly as good.
Let's be real.
So, you know, there is a degree of skill there involved.
Lots of skill.
Obviously, he makes it look easy. So, I think Darksided is making it look easy today as well against Avant right now.
They are indeed.
Down 3-0 is Avant, so Racket better get those clippers ready because you're going to be hoping that probably Rialto here is going to be a good shout for Avant, but I'm not so sure.
Yeah, well, that's it, right? And the 3-0, a quick 3-0 to be fair, coming out here from Darksided. AV going to be looking for a consolation map, I suppose, but I have little faith right now.
To be fair, the map actually, like if they can get a map, it could be pretty important. We've seen Serenity, they're down 0-3 right now, but they have 6 maps under their belt. Avant Gaming, well, right now, they've got a win on the board, but they're still struggling for maps. They got the 4-0, but then they got, was it a 3-1? I think it was a 3-1. Then they got 4-0'd. So now they're technically still behind Serenity as far as the maps are concerned. If Serenity gets the next 2 wins here, if they beat Avant 4-0, if they beat Pixel as well, and Avant loses their next matches, with the exception of obviously the one that Serenity's, Avant might be dropping out to Serenity. At the moment,
Serenity almost looking better at this point, Jordan.
I would probably say so.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a lot of work still to be done here. We're halfway through the season, a bit over halfway, 3 weeks in of a 5-week regular season, then of course into playoffs, and then into finals. So a lot of Overwatch action still to come, but as you get to the end of the season, you really start to get a pretty good idea of where these teams line up and who's in a good spot to make it to playoffs, who's really struggling. And right now, 3 weeks in, Avant feels like they're struggling. Avant
definitely struggling.
Yeah.
Darksided were struggling last week. This is a performance that really does give me a bit more confidence now as to how they're going to be looking toward the end of the season. If they can continue this kind of performance, look, they're going to be pretty much a shoo-in for playoffs, assuming they win this match, which they have. So they're up 3-0 now, and they're a shoo-in for playoffs. Now they're playing for that first place. It's going to come down to the match between Kanga and Darksided. Really, that's going to decide who's going to be first in this group.
Yeah.
And from there, realistically, if it's for example Tainted Minds sitting in 4th in Group A, which we theorize that it should be, Darksided in 1st, you pretty much back Darksided to win that match in playoffs and then go through to MEO and the finals. And if they can continue to improve as they have throughout this season, Darksided, then yeah, I mean, we'll see if they can contest with Drop Bears. Right now, gonna say no. Later on down the track, maybe.
Well, we're moving across to Watch Point Gibraltar, Jordan. Pick here for Avant once again. Means Darksided can pick the side. Potential here for a pretty quick defense. Potentially, if we see what we've seen before.
Yeah.
Love D.Va.
You love D.Va.
I do love D.Va. My favorite off tank, mate. I'm just so good. I got the best self-destructs. Did I not get a 5-kill self-destruct the other day?
Yeah, but that was in like gold.
Yeah,
so
but
I'm just so good. Meanwhile, at 2,300.
Wow,
like, come on, bro.
I'm actually 2292.
Okay, so that's even worse then. Oh, goodbye,
Yuki
Winter.
on to Winter straight away. GG.
GG. Might as well be. Termo also gets Addy, and while Winter's been rezzed up, can't res twice. Not anymore, anyway.
Darksided are going to be playing the dive tanks here in defense in combination with 2 snipers. See whether it works or not. As always, payload pretty easily going to move through underneath the building. It's really this corner here where the teams seem to like to fight.
He goes down low, but quite brightly going to be healed up by Cantus, and this is where we've really seen Yuki cause some havoc for teams. That position, high ground, when he's on the Hanzo, able to really put damage out. No one seems to be able to get him off there, particularly when he's being pocketed by Cantus. Avant are definitely having some trouble here. Winter, you don't want to be going up against Mooney, but does have the backup.
Yeah, the backup is what really counts here. No res really available here as well because of so much damage available to Winter. Dragonblade almost ready, Jordan. We'll see if that plays a big part. Did Yuki throw out the Dragon Strike?
Yeah, it didn't do a whole lot. I thought it almost was going to get deflected by Winter, but yeah, in the end, it's you know, he managed to throw it out. I think it was kind of just placed up on the bridge. No one was really there from Avant, so not too concerning for them at all. But again, Yuki's already up to 42%, so it's like he almost didn't use it.
Yeah. Makes a pretty big difference, doesn't it? Molotov and Mooney finding a couple of kills, as does Punk. Darksided doing some pretty good work. He's going to force Avant all the way back. They're starting to stack up these ultimates as well. 3 pretty useful ultimates available. Yuki going to have the Dragon Strike ready sooner rather than later. Now, 150 on the clock here for Avant. They don't have to get far, Jordan. They do have to get past Darksided.
That's the trouble, isn't it? They've gotten to what's essentially the par. No, you need to get it in the hole in 3 shots. Well, Avant Gaming have used their 3 shots, and they're looking like they're not quite going to be able to get the par shot. Winter though, oh, but Yuki 2 with the Dragon Strike, 3 with the Dragon Strike. I'm not sure how he's done that because again, there is no Graviton Surge. Where has that come from?
Oh man, in the battle of the Dragons, Yuki
pulled it out.
reigns
Nowhere.
supreme. Doesn't even want to shoot D.Va right now.
Oh,
Why even bother?
Clean that one
Why even bother?
Stagger.
Yeah, massive stagger there onto Crimson Wolf.
Hey, indeed.
60 seconds remains.
This is Darksider giving Avant Gaming the old, how you going? How you doing? Probably not too good if you're Avant right now.
Look, I totally get where Racket's coming from. You got to support your boys, right? You got to come out. You got to say that you're convinced you can win. But let's be real.
Let's be real. You don't want to bet your beard on it.
You do not want to bet your beard on Avant beating Darksider, because clearly that is not going to be the case. Darksider playing so very well.
Bam.
Avant struggling to challenge them right now. Unfortunately, two very unequal teams.
30 seconds to go. Ult's coming up though for Avant. Transcendence and Self-Destructor there. Valkyrie will be. Primal Rage as well.
This is the chance, Jordan. Avant needs to put everything into this one. 15 seconds on the clock. Can they combine these three ultimates plus Legabrill coming through very shortly?
He's got the Infrasight on. So if he finds a pick or two here, it's going to be game over for Avant. But they have the ults. Let's see if they can do it.
Crimson Wolf over the top. No one on the payload.
Are you for real?
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
I like the setup, like they've got the ults.
Let's go.
Let's see if they can do it.
One aspect that we forgot, boys.
Payload.
Did someone bring the car keys?
Yeah, no one brought the car keys.
Did you not? Did you not bring them?
I didn't.
What? Would you leave?
Why would I bring the car keys? I thought you were bringing them.
Oh, it's okay. There's 4 more of us. Someone surely. No.
Let's just check with production.
No.
Production, did you guys bring the car key? Oh.
Look.
Well, looks like we're staying here.
Oh man, it looked to me like maybe I think they were leaving the Zenyatta on the payload.
I think he got booped.
And Zen got knocked
to be
off.
fair, I think he did get booped.
Yeah.
But realistically, too close for comfort, and it costs Avant potentially the chance at another phase of the map.
You're essentially leaving one guy in an unlocked car in a very dangerous part of town, Jordan. You got to roll out with your boys.
Yes, you do.
Otherwise, expect to get rolled yourself.
Ah, well, Darksider, they don't have a big task ahead of them here. So let's see what the option is going to be. Quad DPS? I'd love to see it.
Quad tank.
Not going to be quad tank.
4.5 tank with Brigitte.
Nah, not on this point. Too much elevation.
Yeah, just roll on through. Rolling.
To be fair, Darksider probably could make it work.
4 tanks, Brigitte, and Lucio. Speed everyone up, just cruise on through. Yeah. I guess the real problem is that you actually have to wait for the payload.
You probably want the Moira for the healing in there somewhere as well.
Oh, that's true. But then, if only Moira had like an ocarina and could play a song as well, that made you speed up, like Lucio.
Sure. Whatever you say. Avant going for the triple DPS.
That's us on the left of the country. We'll fly through Sydney, Jordan, from reverse, the inside of the earth, out to the world.
There's a soldier here for Sleep Easy. So it's solo healer, triple DPS. Throw something out there, Darksider, or at Darksider, see what you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't beat them standard, try and cheese them. I don't know if this is really cheese, I don't think, but look, I don't think it's going to work for Avant regardless.
No, unfortunately, it wasn't working before, so all you can do is your best in this scenario. But they're going to have to hold this payload very soon. Have to drop right down, ready to go. Crimson Wolf taking damage, as is Legabrill. Really dives in, so close to getting picked up. Still, with 3 minutes on the clock, very tough work required from Avant to have any sort of hope here.
Yep, the
Some might
payload's
suggest it's hopeless.
Pretty much there. Turbo does go down, but race across from Cantus means that Darksider are with their full 6th. Yuki up to 75%, and that's what we're really waiting for. Once the Dragon Blade does come out, that'll be time.
Crimson Wolf low, Winter is low, Jordan almost getting picked up here. D-Mech is Diva, Yuki's that one, he'll clean him up. There's the Dragon Blade once again. Yuki in the back line, causing a ruckus.
Doesn't
See
even get
you
kill.
later. Darksider 4-0, take down Avant Gaming in our 3rd and final game of today. Group B, really going to see Darksider right up the top there, if they're probably even with Kanga, if not above.
With Kanga, I think even with Kanga. But that's the expected result, really. Darksider coming back with a very strong week after probably what would be considered a poor week for them
Almost
last week.
a bit of a holiday, Jordan.
Yeah.
Some might suggest.
Some might say, yeah.
Punk.
Got the barley belly. Apparently not, as they're doing pretty well
in
this week. All in all, Avant really didn't show us anything there that was all too impressive. There wasn't,
No.
like, there was maybe 1 or 2 moments where you thought, okay, Addy's sniping okay.
I'm a little
but
bit disappointed.
by and large, Turbo was the better Widowmaker. Yuki was far and away stronger on pretty much everything he played. Hanzo, Junkrat, Tracer. There's a reason this guy got picked for the World Cup team. Because he's definitely, I think, the most versatile DPS in our region. That is fair to say, but whether he's the best in what heroes, etc., up for debate. Still, you know, he's got a big map pool, or sorry, hero pool. He definitely manages to make it work, and well, Darksided very happy with that win, 4-0.
Indeed. Do you think Yuki's been a pretty good pickup here for Darksided?
Yeah, look, I think so. I mean, it's no knock on USMC, but I think most people are going to agree that Yuki is an upgrade in that sense. I probably would rate Yuki as the strongest DPS player that we get to see in Contenders. I think every single week he's so consistent.
It is, consistency is key.
Yeah, I mean, we see big, massive plays out from, for example, Jordation, Color Hex, both from Drop Bears, and probably they would be considered the best DPS duo right now. But I think individually speaking, Yuki has got a great hero pool, and he's very consistent across all those